Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back again to another video. It's been a while, but there's a new legend in town, Magyar. And of course we need to take a look at him. Or her, I don't know, I always say the gender wrong in these videos and everybody points it out in the comments. I don't really know, I don't really read the lore that much. But of course Magyar has the hammer and the Greatsword. Two pretty sick weapons, of course. The Greatsword's really new, I'm not that good with it yet, but I love the hammer. I think Magyar looks dope. I'm really interested to find out all the new combos, all the new attacks, and I will show them all to you, of course, in this video. But before we get into that, only a very small percentage of you guys watching are actually subscribed to my channel. So please subscribe for more videos like this. I do combo guides on every legend in Brawlhalla. I've almost done all of them, but you don't want to miss out. So, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, so first of all, as always, we're gonna take a look at Magyar's main attacks. Of course, he has three main attacks with each of the weapons: the side signature, the down signature, and the neutral signature. Let's first take a look at the hammer. The side signature is something like this. It's a pretty fast attack, as you can see. You do not want to stand too close because then you overshoot it. And a nice thing about this one is you can kind of run from far away and still hit this one. So you can run towards your enemy. But of course don't run too far because then you don't hit it. It's a pretty nice attack, I think. The damage is not too great, but overall it's fast attack. It's a pretty decent side signature. I don't have anything to complain about really with this one. Then the next one, the down signature. Something like this. This one's pretty nice as well, I think. Of course it hits downwards, which is always really nice. It's really great for edge guarding, hitting your enemy down, because it goes down a little more than the island itself. And then with this one you can also move from far away, like this. You can fly towards your enemies and hit it from a distance, which is also really cool. So you can just do it normally and hang in the air like this. Or if you press sideways while you do it, you can move forwards with it. So both of these ways really nice. Of course always great to have options, so I think this is a pretty good down signature. Alright, then the last attack with the hammer. The neutral signature. That's the one that's like this. Pretty dope. It hits directly above you, so anybody who's trying to punish you from above, you can punish them with this attack. Really nice as a defending move, but you can also use it on your combos. The damage is not that great, of course, with this one, but it's a really nice one to be like hitting your enemies in the air, going up and up when you in a long string. This one is dope for that, and it's dope for defending your the top of your body. So I think it's a nice neutral signature. I actually like all three of these signatures with the hammer, which is really great. Alright, then for the Greatsword, of course, you've got the same thing that applies here. You've got the side sig, the down sig, and the neutral signature. First of all, the side signature, of course, like this. This one, it's a pretty fast one. The hitbox is pretty great as well, but the damage is only a little low, which is kind of a shame, but as a side signature, I kinda like it. I don't really care about the damage, as long as you can hit with it. You can use this one in a lot of situations. You've got like a little bit of a difference. If you stand far away, it's only 15 damage because you don't hit the first part, which is another 6 damage, which make it 21 damage if you hit this one. So overall, pretty decent side signature. Then the down signature, of course, like this. This one's pretty interesting. You step back a little bit, so you shouldn't stand too far away because then you miss it, but you can almost stand inside of them. Not really, because then you would miss it, but like this is doable. This one's pretty decent for edge guarding. I don't really like the step back normally, but it's kind of decent, this one. It's not the best down signature, but it's an interesting one to use for sure. Alright, and now for the last attack with the Greatsword, of course, the neutral signature. This one's it looks like this. This one's also pretty fun. It's kind of dodgy to hit. You need to get the placement right. It takes a few times before you fully grasp like the hitbox. But once you do, it's pretty interesting to use. I don't think this one is really for the newer players that easy to use. But especially with what kind of harder attacks to use, people will less likely be to expect it, and because less people use it, and then it's great because people won't really be prepared for this attack, and then you can hit them with it. but it's a little bit of a harder one. The dodge window is pretty small, but it's an interesting one. Alright, so for the first combo of today, it's gonna be one of the hammer. This one's gonna be really simple to do, but it's really nice because it's almost undodgeable. Especially if you do it correctly. I don't think you can dodge it. This one's gonna be a downlight into a neutral signature. Something like this. Really great, as you see, easily one dodge window. It's a really nice cool attack. Some really nice damage as well. The great thing about this one as well is that you can do it at any damage whatsoever. So, let's say they're low on health. Then you do this one. You kill them easily, which is always great with combos. You can do this one at any health, just kill your enemies, get some damage on them. It's always great to use this one. Alright, then moving on to the Greatsword. This first combo for the Greatsword is gonna be pretty dope. It's gonna be a side light into a downlight into a side signature. Something like this. Something like that. It's a little bit hard for the first time because I sometimes mess up and then you do the, as you just saw, you do the downlight double. Because that goes pretty easily with the Greatsword, but once you get the hang of this one, once you learn it, it goes kind of automatically and you don't really need to think about it anymore. So just try it out a few times and once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to do. Just try it out very slowly first, don't think about the dodge windows too much, and then once you got it, practice to get it faster and better and better, and then the dodge windows can go down and they're pretty low once you do it really good. But just work on this one a little bit before you try to use it in battle. Alright, so for this next combo, this one's gonna be pretty dope as well. It's gonna be a side light into a neutral light into a side signature. Something like this. Something like that. You can get the dodge windows really low on this one actually, but you run into the same problems kind of with the last one. It's kind of hard to pull off if you spam your attack button or something to get the low dodge window. So you really need to get the timing perfectly if you want to get low dodge windows with this one, because the Greatsword is just, it's just how it works. You can't really spam your attack button to get low dodge windows with the Greatsword. So, one more time, side light, neutral light, side signature. Something like that. Really cool attack. Really cool combo. Alright, so then for this last combo, this one is pretty interesting because the dodge windows are pretty high, but still the enemy won't dodge it as often because it's a pretty hard one to dodge actually. It's gonna be a neutral light into a gravity cancel neutral signature. If you do not know what the gravity cancel is, please check out the first video linked down below in the description. It's a video explaining all the basic parts about Brawlhalla, like gravity cancels, like chase dodging, stuff like that. So if you're a newer player, definitely go check it out. You will definitely improve your gameplay with it, because all these things, if you know them, you're gonna be so much better at the game. But alright, enough of that. Neutral light, gravity cancel, neutral signature. Like this. Oh, I messed it up a little bit. One more time. Something like that. It's as you see, the dodge windows are like 20, but still your enemy won't ever dodge this probably, because they really won't expect it. And you then immediately get them up in the air. You can go ahead, do some other attacks in the air there, and then you're gonna do a lot of damage with this one. So it's a really nice one to know. But alright, so that was the guide for this video. For my overall thoughts on Magyar, I think he's a pretty dope legend. I like his signatures. I still need to learn the Greatsword a little bit, but the hammer is great. And the Greatsword I think will be great once I really get the hang of it. But I'm just trash. I mean, nothing that I can do about it. But alright, that was it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you learned something from it. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe to my channel as well. That was it, yeah. See you guys next time. Bye bye.